Good evening, everybody. The Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel, the Iceman's Wrestling News Network channel. And it's a Wednesday evening. We got NXT tonight. And tonight, we're going to talk about a little bit. I'm going to have a link in the description box below. Um, you know, in the recent past, we had heard how the WWE made people who wore CM Punk shirts coming to an event make them turn their shirts inside out and put them on. They didn't want the CM Punk shirts, visible to the camera. Signs for CM Punk were discarded as whatnot. Now, as recent as this past Monday in Des Moines, Iowa, um, there's been articles, and I waited on talking about this because I really wanted to see if other news sources had, brought this up, and they have. Now, there were people that had front row seats in Iowa for Monday Night Raw. Now, there were people dressed up as the Big Boss Man, the Macho Man Randy Savage, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, um, and there was just a few others. And security came after the event had started, and they told them that they had to change into normal civilian clothes or they were going to be placed elsewhere, that they were a distraction. Again, the bottom line is you pay big money for those seats if you have a front row seat, and I don't see an issue with how you come in as long as you're not creating a real big issue for the WWE. And in my eyes, they're not. Obviously, they're fans. They're fans of the Macho Man. They're fans of the Big Boss Man. And the funny part about it is some of these guys that they were dressed up as, no longer are around in the WWE. They had passed away. So this is the thing for me, which really did bother me, because you pay a lot of money for those front row seats, like I said, and you should be able to go into that arena and actually, be who you are. The bottom line. I just don't understand it. Now, also in the same link that I put in the description box, a lot of fans who had Daniel Bryan signs, the yes chant signs and whatnot, were taken away from them. WWE officials and security also said we have enough signs in here for Daniel Bryan. We don't need any more, and we want you to discard them. Who are they to tell people again that pay the money for that venue to watch that wrestling show that supports the WWE? What is the harm of having Daniel Bryan signs? To me, it doesn't make any sense, because I'm going to tell you something. You can go back, you can, whatever you want to do, you can go back 30 years. If people wanted to have signs, there was no issue ever there, as long as it wasn't a racist type sign or, anything like that. If it was a wrestling related sign, anybody was always able to bring in signs. And, years ago, that's all you ever saw in a crowd. When you went to any NWA, WCW, or WWF event, that's all there was signs. And it just, all it did was let the fans show to their superstars, basically, that they support them. So it's gotten to the point now, like I said, we were talking about the CM Punk thing earlier. And then, when AJ Lee comes out and they do the CM Punk chant, which, I think is getting old now because it's obvious. I think the fans do it to try to hijack the show. And I do understand how WWE can get upset over that. But as far as people coming in, dressing up as their favorite WWE superstar, whether it be past or present, whether they're, still with us or they've passed away, really doesn't matter. It shows respect, and it shows that they are truly a fan of these superstars. Obviously, being at a WWE show, they're showing their respect. And, I just don't understand when you pay, it's, front row seats for any venue for a Monday Night Raw. You can check it out. I mean, I have checked out seats when Raw is here in Hartford. You guys want to see the prices? They're they're unreal. They're totally unreal. You say to yourself, for a front row seat, and I mean, unless you're a real avid fan, and I am a very big wrestling fan, but I'm not a big wrestling fan for just the one promotion. I am a wrestling fan for all of them. It would be hard for me to shell out $500, $600, $700 for a front row seat to see a Raw. I mean, and I have seen seats gone that high here in Excel Center here in Hartford, Connecticut. And I think it's totally ridiculous. I mean, it'd even be hard to spend $600 to go to a WrestleMania seat. If you were going to do it just once in your lifetime, I'd go up to $1,500, $2,000 just for that one time, as long as the card was really good. But anyway, I think the fans that spend their hard-earned money to come to an event, I don't care what event it is, have a right to wear what they want. Like I said, as long as it's not racism or belittling others, so to speak, what is the harm? And all they're trying to do is show that they are a fan of professional wrestling. And it shouldn't matter who they root for or who they don't root for, should not make any difference in the world. And this is what wrestling has come to nowadays. And it's unfortunate because, the Constitution, there's freedom of speech. And for me, if I ever went to a wrestling event, presently and wore a CM Punk shirt, and someone told me I had to turn it inside out, I'd say, refund my money, you son of a bitch, I'm out of here. Because you're not telling me what to do. Or if I went to a wrestling event and I wore a My John Cena shirt, and someone told me, obviously no one's going to tell you that. But that's my point. Because CM Punk's no longer with the company, John Cena still is. But what difference does it make? Because one was a superstar in WWE and one still is. So it really shouldn't make a bit of difference. I don't care about the politics behind the WWE and CM Punk. It should not affect us fans. We have nothing to do with the legalities that go within the WWE and other superstars when they have legal issues. So then again, all I got to say is, you need to be able to wear what you want to wear when you go to a WWE wrestling show, and it should not be an issue at all. So there you have it, guys, on this Wednesday night. It's like 35, 40 minutes prior to NXT. I plan on watching that show. I may put on my CM Punk shirt watching that show, and I will have a little bit of a laugh saying to the WWE, you're going to try to tell me to change my shirt. Just joking, guys. Peace out, everybody. Have yourself a great Wednesday night. We'll see you all next time on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel, the Iceman Wrestling News Network. Peace out.